Good morning and welcome back to the Ayres End channel. So today's project is to put the baseboard top on this area here, which will then give me the second part of the layout. The layout's going to be in more than one level, and this top section will link in with the top section on the main layout, and then the actual boards that I've already built will form the base for the lower level on the main layout. Now eventually there'll be a bridge section that joins literally from here and goes across and joins to the baseboards over here, but at a slightly higher level, so it will sit in up here somewhere. So that's today's project. I'll film it as I go, and I'll post it later. I'll see how I get on. So this is the first dry fit of the baseboard top, and all I've literally done is laid it in there, cut it to width so that it slots in, and then I've just basically scribed the shape of the desk on the underneath. And now I'm going to remove it, cut it out, and then just gradually keep putting it back and checking to make sure that it fits okay. So back to the cutting, and I'll take another short piece of film when I've done the next stage. So that's the first roughing in cut done. I've laid the baseboard on the top, scribed it, and I've cut it all out, and so now literally it's all scribed in all the way around here. I've just got a little bit here to finish off, and then once I've done that and it's all secured down, that will enable me to get a level so that I can then work out the drop between the baseboard over here and the baseboard here, which is going to have that higher level on it. And then at a later date that will allow me to build the bridging section that's going to join the two together, but that will be a little bit further down the line. But I'm just thinking, if I do the prep work now, it will make life significantly easier further down the track. So if I lay some good foundations at this stage, it will make it a lot easier as the project progresses. So now literally it's a case of doing the finishing over here to get that all neatened off. I'm going to put a couple of support straps underneath as well, because it could just do with being a little bit firmer. So yeah, really pleased with that, and I'll give you a final view of it when it's all finished. Just a quick shot of the cross bracing, which is now in, just a couple, just to give it some strength in the middle, and then it will be supported perfectly now by the sides, the back, and in the middle. It was just a precaution thing, just in case it needed a little bit of extra in the middle. So now it's just a case of rubbing down the baseboard and smoothing it off and final fitting it. So I'm almost there. Okay, just before I finally sign off, I thought I'd just show you this. So top layout section, which is above the workbench, which is here, and I just laid a piece of baseboard material in the gap, so it will fit properly, and it won't be raised up above the two areas quite like it is. So it will all be done properly, but just to give you an idea, that the area on the left, which is over here, will go along a bridge, something like this, and it will take you into an upper level on the main layout. Now the interesting thing about this is I couldn't make up my mind, should I make the switch to DCC now, or should I stick with DC, because that's everything I've got is DC, and cost is a major factor for me, so I can't afford to go to DCC just yet. But Mark from the Western Centurion channel made a really good point when he said, why don't you build it with what you've got and make it DC now, but when you wire it in such a way that you can convert it to DCC at a later date. And I thought that was an awesome idea. And then my daughter said, well, if you're going to have two levels, why don't you build the upper level and make that DCC, and then over time get a DCC controller, get some DCC trains, and have just that upper section running with minimal stock, and you can take your time to do it and save up and get the bits that you need. And in the meantime, build the lower level as a DC layout, and then when the time is right, you can connect the top and the bottom sections together and convert everything over to DCC once you've saved up, got enough trains, and you've got enough controllers and everything else to just make it one complete DCC layout, which was a really good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. So it's going to be basically two layouts, an upper one that will be DCC and a lower one that will be DC. They will be connected via track, but there'll be a breaker in there so that they can run independently just for the time being. So there you go, so we're there. So the bridge is going to be the key to it all for me. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I've watched a number of things on YouTube about lifting sections, drop sections, removable sections. Food for thought, but I haven't made any firm decisions just yet. Okay, time for me to sign off. One last view, just showing you literally where the new baseboard section is, all the way around here. It forms the top of the bench, so that's the whole bench area complete, and it's put the lid on the spray booth, so I thought I'd just show it from this side. So it's done, all of that is done. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching, thank you for your subscriptions and your comments, I do really appreciate them. As I say, I'm going to sign off, start sorting through some track and the locos, and hopefully throughout the rest of this week I'll make some clips that just show the basic beginnings of what's going to be the layout. So thanks again, stay safe, safe travels, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers now.